Hello, Cancer, and welcome to Providence. My name is KK, and this is your general weekly reading for the week commencing the 29th of November 2020. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're all very well. Once again, this is for the Cancer Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs of Cancer, as well as the cross watchers. Everyone is most welcome here. And as always, please be reminded that this is a general weekly reading and to only take what resonates with you and leave the rest for somebody else out there in the collective. Please bear with me while we find the right cards that align for your weekly reading, Cancer. As you know, this can just take a moment. Thank you. The Ten of Wands is where we will start your weekly reading, Cancer. And the Ten of Wands is a card that absolutely signifies a great responsibility that you have been carrying at the moment. This responsibility may even have become a burden to you in some instances. But this is a card about hard work, feeling stressed, exhausted. You've been asked to carry the pile of wands here from your village to that village over here. You've been walking for days and nights. You can't see where you're going anymore. But essentially, this card is actually about achievement. You've actually made it to the village. You've achieved what you set out to do. You can drop this responsibility off. You can ask other people now to help you carry the load, so to speak. This responsibility no longer has to be a burden to you. You have achieved what you set out to do, Cancer. That is the message of this card. Let us get all the cards on the deck for you and we'll get into the weekly reading. Find out a little bit more about this responsibility, but also about your achievement. Card at the bottom of the deck this week and the overarching energy for you, Cancer, is the Two of Swords. And this is about weighing up your options. This is the lady blindfolded with swords of truth crossing her. There's some difficult decisions to make. And sometimes the reason decisions can be difficult to make is because perhaps there isn't a right or wrong answer. Sometimes we are presented with options that don't have, any cons to them. They're all good options. But the difficulty about it is you can only choose one way to go or one thing to do. And that sometimes is what causes us to procrastinate and to avoid making these decisions. My advice to you in this particular image, and I know, there's many, many different images of the Two of Swords, and I know this is not in a suit of cups either. However, bear with me, Cancer. I'm always drawn to the water and the moon up there, Cancer, and you know all about the moon. Both those things scream to me about using your intuition at this point to weigh up your options, to make this decision. Your intuition is never going to guide you wrong. But a very interesting energy to have with you throughout the week, Cancer. What is crossing you this week? The glorious star is crossing you. The Aquarius card, if anybody resonates with that out there. So the star is about the big old dream coming true. This is the big one. The star brings the dreams that you have been co-creating in divine timing into your life. And because this happens, it renews your hope, your faith, your purpose, your spirituality, if you resonate with that. But this is a card about renewal through your hope and your faith in the universe, in yourself even, perhaps in other people. This is a wonderful gift that is coming to you. And with it crossing this Ten of Wands here, for some it can be as simple as this responsibility is no longer yours. Perhaps that has been your wish, your dream for quite some time now, and perhaps that now is coming true. For others, this is going to be about the Ten of Wands in your hard work, to the point of stress and exhaustion. You have worked so hard at trying to make this happen. It's happening now. The star will ensure that it now happens. This achievement might just even be the dream, the wish that is now manifesting in your life. The Eight of Swords is in your past position this week, Cancer, and this is known as the analysis paralysis card. The Eight of Swords speaks about the negative thought loops, overthinking things, getting stuck into those self-limiting beliefs, those self-imposed restrictions. We all do it to ourselves from time to time. It's that self-talk, that internal dialogue that's I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, I don't deserve this. All of that is this Eight of Swords energy. But in this particular image, we have the woman blindfolded and bound. She's created this prison of swords around her. And as you and I can see, and she would be able to see if she took the blindfold off, there's a huge hole in this fence here. She can walk straight out. She can walk out of this negative thought loop that she is imposing on herself, restricting herself in. And so can you, Cancer. Really interesting that this Eight of Swords has led to this Ten of Wands. I think that's also speaking about how tired you are, how stressed you are. I know for myself personally, when I'm, a bit tired, exhausted, stressed, I get run down, my thought loops start to change a little bit. I have a very good friend that has always told me never make a decision at night. Always sleep on it. At least just get some sleep and look at that with fresh eyes in the morning. Never make a big decision at night. It's that kind of energy, I feel. But this star is going to relieve this situation very, very quickly. This Four of Cups, this is interesting. This Four of Cups keeps popping up for a lot of people this week. And I think it's just at the point where we are in this year. I think everybody is re-evaluating things after the year that we've all had. The Four of Cups is known as the apathy card. It is about you being a little bit bored with what's on offer down here, these three cups. Perhaps you've been there and done that in all of those three cups. You've given it a try. Perhaps these are things that represent people, situations, circumstances in your life. You're a bit bored with the day in, the day out. So what this card is actually about is a re-evaluation, a contemplation of what you want your life to look like. It's like redesigning your new life. What do you want to be doing? Where do you want to be going? Who do you want to be there? And this cup up here, the fourth cup here that is being offered to you is that. That is the pathway that the universe wants you to go on. So a re-evaluation time. And again, I think the star is bringing this energy in. As I said, the star also brings this renewal of your hope, your faith, and also your highest purpose. Perhaps this is in alignment with this Four of Cups here, re-evaluating what paths you want to walk down. The Death card is in your crowning position this week, Cancer. This is the Scorpio card, if anyone resonates with that. And in some tarots, this card is titled Transformation, because essentially this is what this card is all about. No one's going to die. That's not what this card is about. But the Death energy is about endings. It is about endings because this is a transformational time for you. You're transitioning into a new life at the moment. And endings need to happen. So this transformation, this wave of change has room to come in to your life to fill it up with wonderful new things. You need to make space for it. So this is the Grim Reaper riding in and clearing away all of this clutter, all of this rubbish, all of these things that will no longer serve you in the pathway, in the new beginning, in the new life you are going to leave. It ties up loose ends, takes out the trash, and allows this space for this change and transformation to enter your life, which is begun with this star. Whatever this big dream, this big wish is, that's just the beginning, Cancer. And in your outcome position this week, we have the Hierophant. Now, this essentially is the Pope card, so it does have a religious or a spiritual sort of context to it. But the other things the Hierophant are about conformity, traditions, your beliefs, your values. This is the Taurus card, if anyone resonates with that. The thing about the Hierophant being in this outcome position, for me, there is a wanting, I guess, from the universe for you to take a little bit more of a traditional path. Perhaps it's tied up in sort of institutions, and I see that as a very broad category. You know, government institutions, financial institutions, educational institutions to a degree. Perhaps this new start has something to do with those places. But overall, I'm feeling the universe is saying, take a more conservative, traditional approach to this new start, this new beginning. You know, don't go off with any crazy ideas. That's not the time to be doing this, unfortunately, Cancer. Take the tried and tested route in building this new life for yourself. It could even be a call to a more spiritual life, a more spiritual practice in your life. Again, with the star sitting here saying a renewed hope and faith and spirituality, however that may resonate with you. As always, I like to take one final message just to summarise the weekly reading for you, Cancer. But if you are resonating with this reading, by all means, please give the video a like. Feel free to leave a comment if you would like to. And if you haven't already, please consider clicking that subscribe button below the video, as I do have ongoing weekly readings available for everyone. Let's get this final message to you now, Cancer. And it is the beautiful Dove Spirit. It is the number 21. And the message Dove Spirit brings is be peace. Whatever this star is to you, however this resonates into your life and manifests into your life this week, it is going to bring you so much peace. You're going to be out of this headspace completely. Whatever this decision is, whatever your options are going to come to you more easily. Be peace. Let us see what other messages the Dove Spirit has for you this week. You always have the power to generate peace within you, and the appearance of Dove Spirit is a reminder that today and every day is a good day to meditate, to quiet any turbulence within your to quiet any turbulence within you as you embody tranquility. Above, below, and all around you, much may be happening to distract you, but you are called to engage in it with a heart of the peacemaker, asking yourself, what would peace do? Can you agree to disagree? The peace you seek rises within and spreads out into the world as the universe sends her messenger to remind you of the beauty of a harmonious existence with all that is. How beautiful and powerful is your compassionate heart. I will leave you with that as the final message of the week, Cancer. I do wish you all a fabulous week ahead, and I look forward to seeing you all next week. Until then, from me to you, much love and light. Bye-bye.